Hello everyone and welcome to Broden Plays Endless Space 2. I actually recorded this episode already, but then deleted it, like an idiot, because I thought I had already uploaded it to YouTube, which I had not. So this is a re-recording, meaning I pretty much know the basics of the game right now, but maybe I'll play as a different faction. One thing that I will say about this game is it has a lot of personality. It puts the exploration and space exploration, and it's something that I very much enjoy. I enjoy space games. You've seen me play Stellaris. I also play Master of Orion, Galactic Civilization. And what I think that this game does that some of the others fail to replicate, probably besides Stellaris, is the aspect of space exploration. So we're gonna click a new game here. I was doing the Riftborn, which were pretty cool. But one thing that I really like about the Endless games, so there's Endless Space, Endless Legends, there's also Dungeons of the Endless, which is nice, is every faction plays differently. For instance, the Riftborn, you actually don't, your population isn't born. You manufacture your populations and, you don't utilize food as a resource at all, which is interesting. We're going to try Cravers, because I've never tried them before, because they look kind of scary. But as we click select, it's going to show us a little preview of the class, and I'm not going to talk as they speak. Oh, sorry, I did forget. This is like basically your game setup. So I just set it up as like a normal game, basically. No real changes there. But here we go.
We were already hungry when they created us. They gave us one purpose: to destroy planets. Over and over and over. Even abandoned by our masters, our hunger still remains.
Alright, so that's the beginning story of the Cravers. You know what, actually, to give you guys a sense of the game, I'm going to show you the beginning of a different race as well. That way you can see that things surely are different as things go on. So we'll select the Riftborn here and start the game as well. I really enjoy the fact that depending on what species you decide to play as, or race, or whatever you want to call it, the game completely changes. All the mechanics change, making it so playing as a different race doesn't just give you a couple of extra passive bonuses. It actually changes the way you play the game.
Ours was a pristine universe. We knew nothing of your endless, your dust. Until the rift ripped a path between our realities, injecting a blight that spread like poison. was shattered forever. Dying, corrupted, and consumed. We had no choice. We are outcasts in the chaos that is your universe, willing to do anything to save our own.
So as you can see, even in the beginning cutscenes, there's a huge difference between the two. The Cravers seem to want to kill because they have the hunger and the thirst for it, whereas these guys are basically in our universe because we've destroyed their own somehow, as the rift opened, as they said. So we're going to learn a little bit about the Riftborn as we continue on this campaign. There's a lot to cover. So I need to familiarize you guys with the UI, with research, and with what ships do. And after that, we'll probably call it an episode, because that'll take about 20 minutes or so. So if you already know all that stuff, you might want to click over to episode 2, if it's up yet. So up here in the right-hand corner, they give you your quests, basically. So this is a time of survival. Hailing from another dimension, the Riftborn crossed the rift to find themselves in an utterly alien universe. As quasi-robotic incarnations of their true forms, their population growth and manpower system are unique. Select your home star system for more information. So we'll select our home star system. First off, as machines, Riftborn populations don't grow in the usual manner using food, but need to be built using industry. How about we create some Riftborn to help you with your survival efforts? So there's this is our construction queue per system, and what we want to construct right now is machine embodiment, which will create a new population, and that'll take 5 turns. So Riftborn manpower stocks are increased in a similar manner. Rather than supplemented through natural population growth, military personnel are constructed with fabricated forces. Note that food can still be used and exploited by your non-Riftborn populations. So if you look here, we have 3 different populations. 2 of them right here are Riftborn, and then the third one is an Epistis, which is a race of mechanical beings who have only recently ventured to the stars. So those are the 2 populations we have here, so a total pop count of 3, but 2 different kinds. This is colonizable. We have not yet colonized it. We will probably do so a bit later. Each planet has different associatives with them. For instance, this is temperate and fertile, and this is subterranean. It has a curiosity about it as well, but we don't know what it is because we haven't taken a look at the curiosity, and I'll show you a little bit about that later. For now, we're going to click over here on the right. These are basically little pop-ups that'll say, hey, this is something you might want to look at. So, you come to this place not for glory, or conquest, or even for curiosity's sake. You come because a rift in the fabric of your world, Poros, has provoked a blight that threatens everything you've ever known. Things look bleak, hopeless even. In desperation, the Communion has sent you through the rift into this terrifying universe with one goal: ensuring your race's survival. Failure is not an option. And then this tells us a hero is recruited. Now what heroes can do is they can either manage systems or they can manage the military. So we'll go to hero management. This will tell us a little bit about it. So trained at the Fable Academy, heroes come in 4 classes. There's Guardians, Seekers, Overseers, and Counselors. This particular one is an Overseer. The Overseer focuses on system-wide resources and fleet development. So, and they can be assigned as system governors or fleet admirals. So that assigned hero incurs an upkeep cost, and to recruit new heroes into your empire, you must discover a system where a fabled academy is located, or build the academy embassy. So, 2 different ways to do that. So we can assign him to something since he currently has no assignment. So we'll actually assign him to a system, our first system, which is the only one with population. We'll confirm. And he should start leveling up as he manages that system, and the system should improve because of it as well. We also need to do a research, so no research selected. We go up here. Now the research screen is one of the more diverse ones that I've seen. So there's there's technology for trade, military, empire growth, and science, and in each one of them, it tells you this is for science, exploration, colonization. This is for industry, strategic versus dust and trade. So it kind of tells you, hey, if you're going to go this route, these are the things that you can expect, which is nice for a game like this. Now, as we click on this, then right here, we will unlock common curiosities as we unlock something in this first level. The reason why I'm choosing what I'm choosing here is because I really like exploration, so I'm going to start with the science and exploration skill tree. And we can do rare earth forms. Forms, sorry. What's nice about this is it shows you the two things that will come from it. So debris analyzer, and then also you can colonize Mediterranean planets. And xenobiology will give you public-private partnerships, and also the ability to colonize tundra planets. And if you look where it says political impact ecologists, that means that it will increase the chance of ecologist points to go into your empire. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. There's a Senate business here, and you will have executive orders to put on your empire. So we'll go ahead and research that, which will take us 2 turns. So we'll do that. And now we have 2 ships that have nothing to do. This first individual is it's a colony ship, actually. So we'll have him auto-explore for now, and if he finds a good colonizable planet, we'll colonize it. And this gentleman right here is a science ship. So remember when I was talking about the oddities? Well, we can click here. So search the curiosities in this system and gain potential rewards or information. So I click on that, and then the ones that have curiosities show this little button right here. So this one has a curiosity, so we'll probe it. Alright, the expedition's successful on Phoenix. So your analysis of subterranean on planet Phoenix 1 was successful. So the discovery is dark glitter, which is a resource deposit. And then we also looted +5 dark glitter. So that's kind of interesting there. And now we can probe this one as well. So we have dark glitter again. That's interesting. I usually don't get the same thing twice. So what this means is, because of the discovery, if we go to that planet, we'll have +2 science per population on planet, and +1, what's the word? I want to say mechanics, but you know what I mean. Per planet, or per population on planet, and we automatically get 5 dark glitter just for discovering it. So you get 1 for discovering it, and you get 1 for habitating the planet that it belongs to. And we'll also let this guy auto-explore too. I'm not one for a ton of micromanagement, so I do like my guys auto-explore from time to time. So, and as you can see, the game will look different depending on what race you're choosing. Since we've chosen the Riftborn, you see these little triangles here. There's just kind of like the Riftborn situation. And what I like about the UI here is, say I zoom out a little bit, you see how they're just color spheres at this point? Now if I zoom in just a little bit, they brighten up to be the planets, which I think is a really cool touch. So it's a really smooth looking game. With everything done, we have a new luxury resource discovered, which we have access to dark glitter, and you can use it to upgrade your systems in the economy screen. I haven't had dark glitter yet, so we will check out the economic status, the economy screen. So this will give us +50 capacity on system. Yep. So there's that. And we shall end our turn. Here comes turn 2. So on turn 2, We still have the ship's auto-exploring, we're still researching something, so we'll just go ahead and click end turn again. And there go our ships. Start exploring the galaxy. So we just completed the rare earth foams, which gives us the support module for debris analyzer, which will let us analyze debris of wreckage, a la Stellaris. And we can also colonize Mediterranean planets. So our next research is empty, so we'll click that and we'll see what we can search for our next thing. So this is PEV scale accelerators, which will give us planetary specialization science, which will give us more science per person, or curiosity exploration, which sets the detection level to 3 and the power to 2. This will give us a support module for Hyperion probes, and then Titanium probe. I will actually go ahead and use the PEV scale accelerators because I like both of these options. We'll click on that, and that'll be researched in 3 turns. So now that that's done, let's go ahead and take a look at our ship. So this guy right here, he is coming to this system. Now he does know a bit about this system since he's explored it and now he's going back, it looks like. Well, let's see. You can click this button right here, which click to order all fleets to execute their planned move. So you can do that, so they'll do their planned move before the end of the turn. So the first Void Wardens has explored all systems available. You may find new nodes to explore by using probes or unlocking new technologies. Huh. So we're kind of stuck in this little area here. That's fun. That hasn't happened to me yet either. So let's go over here and take a look at this system. Oh. Or just, you know, the gas planet itself. I forgot that you can zoom way into things. So we have inhospitable planets here that we can't actually do anything about, but we do have 3 curiosities, so it might be nice to have our science ship, which I believe is the one that's like, what shall I do? Take a look at those curiosities. But are there any curiosities in this system? This is kind of... Okay, so there are 2 on this planet, so we'll send a probe over to this one. So your analysis of the subterranean on planet Path 2 was successful. We got impervious gear, which is a module, which gives us a health bonus of 100 and additional manpower of 400 for ships. That's pretty cool. Can we do another one, or are we out of... Ah, we cannot afford 1 probe. So how do we get our probes back? Ask. I believe in order to do that, you actually have to go to your home system. So we'll click them, go back there. It's going to take a 3 turns to do so. And we'll go ahead and end this turn and have them do their orders here. I guess that guy didn't fully explore everything, he just explored that quadrant, so there is something going on here as well. So we have a quest started. Beachhead Part 1. The universe is utterly unlike our own. Burning orbs of fire, scarred balls of rock hanging in the void, vast realms of nothingness. Empty, pitiless, terrifying. Some of the worlds are more than barren, hairless rocks. Cloaked in dirt that seems fertile ground for tenacious, foliaged forms, they choke the surface and deny the light. Strange things stalk and shuffle and slither through the undergrowth. We were fortunate to avoid setting on such a world. Our world, the world we call Vanguard, on account of us being the spearhead, is a white wilderness broken only by still and silent forests, icy brooks, and perpetual gray skies. In its near ceaseless white embrace, where the sky can sometimes be mistaken for the land, it is reminiscent of the homeland, but if you look closer, it cannot hide its grotesqueness. Things scurry under the snow, others open dark wings among shadows, chilly waters crash and shriek against rocks. Worst of all, bursts of color sometimes burst forth unexpectedly. Sunlight on fish scales, winter meadows blooming with flowers, Sweeping curtains of green and purple light in the starry night. Oh no, don't tell me that that's happening. No words can do the horror justice. My forces suffer, but they are resolute. Their suffering is nothing as next to the plague that spreads through the homeland Koros. Every message from the communion speaks of the blight growing, more and more of the world becoming dead and blackened. There are many paths we might follow to end this nightmare. Even in the little time I have spent in this world, I have begun to form my own ideas for what is best. But I am merely an instrument of communion, faithfully relaying the situation here to the best of my ability. They decide, I await their orders. So we can say explore 5 curiosities with a hero of level 3 or higher, or we can do strengthen, which is construct 11 system improvements in one system, or we can do reach out, which is reach 50 points in relations with minor civilizations, and this will give us certain rewards. I want to go ahead and do the explore reward since we're doing an exploratory thing right here. So Vanguard and its neighboring systems are only one small corner of this universe, and yet they are brimming with mysteries. We would be foolish to expose ourselves to other dangers before we have learnt some of their secrets and reaped some of their bounties. So now that we have that mission, we will click on heroes. We will unassign him to that area, and it'll take 4 turns for him to move unassigned. And once he's unassigned, we'll actually assign him to the science fleet. That way when he reaches level 3, we can accomplish that mission. And that's actually going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button, it helps out a great deal. Just an overview of the game. And we'll get more in depth in later episodes. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.